Welcome to today's episode of Tech Tales, where we dive deep into the innovative intersection of programming and user experience. I'm your host, and I'm thrilled to share with you an exciting tool that's reshaping how we interact with our systems, schemesh. So, what the heck is schemesh? Well, imagine a Unix shell that can also speak Lisp. Sounds nerdy, right? But stick with me. Schemesh aims to replace your traditional shells like bash or zsh by letting you script in Lisp. It combines the power of Unix with the elegance of Lisp, giving you a user-friendly interface that supports everything from interactive line editing to history tracking. Talk about multitasking. Now let's break down why this is noteworthy. Picture this. You're used to typing commands in a typical shell, hitting enter, and praying you didn't miss a syntax detail. Schemesh alleviates that tension in a couple of ways. First, it executes commands just like any shell would. But here's where it gets really cool. You can also start typing Lisp expressions, and it evaluates them right there. It's like having a conversation with your computer that's dual lingual. Oh, and speaking of syntax, I love how seamless transitioning between shell commands and Lisp expressions is. For instance, when you open an expression with a parenthesis, you enter Lisp mode, and once you close it, you're back to shell mode. It's as if schemesh is inviting you into a linguistic dance, letting you seamlessly flow between two worlds. Now let's talk features. Schemesh not only has advanced command execution capabilities, but also integrates job management directly. You can start, stop, and manage jobs using both Lisp and traditional shell commands. Imagine you can decide to background a job with a simple Control-Z, and then bring it back with a quick command in either syntax. One function I found particularly fascinating is this run/string job object. This starts a job in the foreground, but instead of just letting you drown in terminal output, it gives you that output back as a string in Lisp. You could do some funky manipulations right there in your script. How many times have we wished we could just capture std in a more practical way? While we're on the subject of capturing, let's talk about examples. Being able to mix shell commands with Lisp constructs opens up a treasure trove of possibilities. For example, say you want to find all files in a directory, grep for a string, and count them all using a simple Lisp function. Combining commands in this way makes it much cleaner and less error-prone. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself using shell scripts that feel like a knight's quest to navigate through archaic syntax? Schemesh acknowledges that struggle and flips it on its head by allowing you to leverage Lisp structures. It's almost like having your cake and eating it too. Before we wrap up, I want to highlight something cool about customization. If you have a directory in your home folder called .cache/schemesh, your command history is automatically saved there. And if there are initialization scripts present in a specific config folder, they run when you start schemesh. This means you get a personalized experience every time you log in. That's what I call user-centric design. To sum everything up, schemesh showcases a fascinating blend of traditional Unix command line prowess with the highly expressive capabilities of Lisp. It's not just a tool, it's a new way of thinking about how we interact with our systems. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting, it encourages creativity, promotes efficiency, and reduces error-prone scripting. So what are you waiting for? Dive in, explore schemesh, and maybe even share some of your own experiences with this tool. Until next time, keep coding, keep exploring, and remember, in the world of tech, keep your mind open to new horizons. Thanks for tuning in to Tech Tales today. If you found this episode